Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 97 of Why Did I Buy This? This series started as a way to help crafters find unique ways to use products that they have in their collections. It's also a great series for new crafters who are wondering what they should get to get started with crafting. My name is Lindsay. I am the team leader of Cloud9 Stampers, and I have been a demonstrator 19 years. I love to craft, I love to teach, and I love technique. So this is a very, very fun series for me to get to share with you. We are creeping up on the 100 episode here pretty soon, but I do have an announcement to make. I will be away next week. I am so excited. My daughter Eliza is competing in the Western Canadian Championships for rhythmic gymnastics. So I am going to be there watching her, and she is retiring after this year. So we need to get in those last few competitions. I haven't been able to see an in-person competition for a couple of years. So I'm really excited to get to go and see that. Oh, hi, Carrie. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. Yes, happy Friday. It is always a pleasure to get to see you guys. I have some really fun projects to share with you today. Very spring-centric, so I'm excited to get to show you what I've got going on here. Before we get started, a couple of things. So you may know that our new annual catalog is coming out May 3rd. That's the big book. So in the meantime, we have our last chance list for items that are retiring, and there are items that are up to 50% off. So you're gonna wanna go to my online store and check out all of the things that are on sale. My online store is the best place to go because it's kept up to date with what's available. Everything is while supplies last, so you wanna shop early in order to get the things that you are looking to get on sale. Hello, San. Hello, Carol. Hello, Debbie. Secondly, we have a couple of promotions that are ending at the end of this month. The All Together promotion, that's the one with the natural tones. Those are carrying over to the catalog, but there are some things that are limited to the promotion. And the Waves of the Ocean promotion, that one is also ending on May 2nd. So that's one with the big wave die. And the I think the rhinestones are already sold out. I know, super sad face, because you guys know those are like totally my jams. But I think the designer series paper is still available. So anyway, those are only available while supplies last. Oh, Debbie, like my hair. Went a little pink today. Always fun to add a little bit of color. I'm craving spring, craving it. So I just needed to brighten things up. It's supposed to be nice today here in Edmonton. I think I heard we're gonna get a high of 19 degrees Celsius, which is like summer weather. But so far it's a little gray and it hasn't reached the promised temperatures. So hopefully we'll get that this afternoon. You hope it comes back in a future catalog. The rhinestones, me too. Me too. Okie dokie. Now, as a reminder, anybody who places a $60 or greater order with me before the shipping and tax is going to receive a free card class in the mail. What am I offering? Yes, a free card class in the mail. So all you need to be able to be successful with your projects is a neutral ink pad, so Memento will work, a greeting set of your choice, and then some basic adhesive supplies. So dimensionals, mini glue dots, Stampin Seal. Those are the three big ones. So yeah, watch for your inbox at the end of the month, and I will send you the videos, the project sheets, and in the mailbox you will receive the class. So this is just for my Canadian friends. Sorry, but I can't send across borders. Okay, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna do the awkward transition so you can see my hands, and then we're gonna walk through some very spring projects, and you can see what product we're using today. Okay, ready? Zoom into my little stand like so, and we're going to zoom in. So this is a retiring product, and it is really fun because it is on the annual catalog cover. It's called the Expressions in Ink Ephemera Pack. Ephemera means like little bits and pieces, collectibles. So this was regular price $9.50, and it's on sale right now for $7.60. Here you can see it on the cover of our previous annual catalog, the one that's currently happening. So let me show you what that ephemera pack looks like. So first of all, it comes with a full set of iridescent sequins that are adhesive backed. So you don't need to have any kind of adhesive to put these on. It's already there for you. And then it comes with quite a few sheets of these little die cut pieces. So you can either use the white side or you can use this lovely gold side. Oh, Betty's saying you're wondered why you bought that. Perfect. I'm going to show you 3 ways to use it today. Okay, so let's get started on our first project. So this ephemera pack is a great detail piece. I'm going to start off by bringing in a rectangle stitched rectangle. That's the words I'm looking for. And we're going to bring in the bundle that coordinates with that ephemera pack. So this is called Artistically Inked. It is carrying over to our next catalog, so it's a great purchase because not only does it have these really amazing watercolor images, but it has some really great all occasions greetings included in it. Here are the dies that coordinate with all the flowers and then gives you a few more detailed cutouts that you can use. They're called Artistic. So we're going to bring in the one that I think looks like, remember when we did the alcohol roses on the vellum with the blends? This makes me think of that. We're gonna bring in the coordinating ink. So I've got Pool Party on Pool Party. And we're going to just stamp. I'm just gonna bring in a scrap sheet here for a sec. We're just gonna stamp, throw our ink pad, throw our stamp. Getting wild here on a Friday. We're gonna stamp over top of our stitched rectangle and just stamp off the edges. So it looks like it's been cut out from a larger piece that has that image on it. This is also from the Artistically Inked stamp set. These little dots are just great for adding that little bit more detail. It kind of adds a little bit of interest to the background. I just love how adding dots to things just makes it look more fun. So we've got that. And then I'm bringing in this, and you guys pointed this out last live, that my beloved Stampin' Chalk marker is retiring. So you've seen me use this in about 1,000 different ways. I think I actually have a whole episode devoted to the Stampin' Chalk marker. So if you don't have these in your collection, or if you have one and you need more, now is the time, because you're going to be sad when yours dries up and it's all gone and you need more. So yeah, the Stampin' Chalk marker is my favorite thing to add highlights to projects. So today, in its honor, we're just going to add these little dots in the background, kind of mirroring the stamped ones that we've done, just to add a little bit more of a highlight image to the project. So just in case you can't really see that. Isn't that beautiful? It's subtle, but it's one of those things that when you're doing cards that are a little bit stepped up, you can add things like this. And if this is such an inexpensive way to be able to add details. Okay, for the background, we're going to bring in our embossing folder. So this is I think it's called Hive. Is that right? You guys know, I'm terrible with the names. All right, and I've already stamped and die cut out with the artistic dies our little rose, but this time I did it in Blushing Bride. Okay, so let's bring in that ephemera pack. So first of all, the ephemera pack has these really beautiful frames. I just love them. So we're gonna pick out this hexagon one here, and I'm gonna take the larger of the two. There's actually 2 in there. And I'm gonna bring out these little bits that are inside, just so we get those really delicate lines. And it almost feels like foil. Like, it doesn't feel like cardstock. It feels almost metallic, right? Next, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Stampin' Seal. And the Stampin' Seal is just gonna act like a placeholder. So I'm gonna lay this on, just like so. And we're going to put this on in the center of where we'd have the card, and we're just gonna pick up our little foil sheet. Okay, next we're going to bring in our dimensionals, and I like to use my dimensionals to help secure whatever I'm layering behind in place. It just adds a little bit of an insurance policy. So we're gonna add those into the corners, remove the backings, and then we're going to stick that onto our card front. Now we've got our little flower here, and we're going to bring in our, from our ephemera pack, just some of these little leaves. So I'm going to use the one that has the sprig of, it looks like blossoms sticking off. So let's go ahead and flip that over. And again, I like to place my, when I'm sticking something down like this, I like to place it on like that so I can pick it up and see exactly where it's going to be placed. I'm going to flip it over, use my dimensionals to help hold it in place. And now we can stick that onto the project. Just like so. Okay, now I wanted to show you those lovely sequins. So I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool. And, oh no, that's not the one I wanted. Here it is. I'm lazy and I don't like to flip the ends. So I have 3 of them so that the ends are already flipped. Oh yeah, you know, I'm sure you guys do the same thing, right? So we're just gonna add a couple of these to embellish. 1, 2, and 3. And then let me show you the finished project. So here we have that gorgeous, the gorgeous frame behind, and then here you can see is the ephemera pack and then the lovely rhinestones. And I've just added the hello from that artistically inked stamp set. So remember I said I was in a spring mood? Yeah, all my colors, all of my projects are using Subtles, the Subtles collection, which are a very spring-like collection for me. Okay, let's move on to the next project. So this was inspired by a project that I did for a blog hop a couple of months ago. And it was a technique blog hop that used the designer series paper to be able to create a really fun background. So we're gonna start off with a piece of the Waves, the Ocean Promotion. I don't remember, it's called, I think it's like Waves 12x12 designer series paper. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and we're going to line up the corner with about the middle of the page. And you don't have to be exact, we're just kind of eyeballing it. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna set this one aside over here like this. And then we're going to bring in that middle piece and we're gonna go to the corner. Just line those up. And that gives us the other corner piece. So we're gonna bring in our background paper, and now, oh, Kathleen says she's been hoarding her ephemera packs. Yes, bring it out and play. It's so beautiful for spring cards. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and line this up, and then this one here, we're gonna do that. So we're getting this little like Pac-Man looking card front. And what's fun about this is it kind of draws your eye towards the center of the card. So now we're gonna create our embellishment that's gonna go here. So I'm bringing in some basic white cardstock, and I am going to bring in my daisy punch. I've got some paper stuck in there, okay. So we're gonna do 1, 2, oh, I caught my edge. There we go. Let's try this again, shall we? 1, 2, and this is the hard thing about when a punch has pokey things in it. 3. So we're gonna do 3 of the large ones, and then we're going to do 3 of the small ones. Oh, I'm really mutilating this paper today. Holy cow. Okay, so we're gonna do, this is the medium daisy punch, even though it's the small one. I don't know if we ever had a small daisy punch. I can't remember. And then I'm gonna try and make this work here. Oh, can I get it? Okay. We're gonna make this work. You guys are being so patient, thank you. Okay, so we have our 3 and 3. So what I'm gonna do is use my mini glue dots. I love mini glue dots for this kind of thing because they're so nice and clean. And I'm just going to stick it down and offset it slightly. And that's going to help us to build a full daisy. So here's my big daisy, and now I'm going to do my little daisy. While I'm doing this, as a reminder, if you enjoy my videos, please share them. It is definitely the best compliment that I receive when you share my videos, because it means that you want other people to see them. So we've got our 2 flowers, and now we're going to use those dimensionals to pop them into place on our card front. So I'm going to layer my big one. So see how I might mean like we're drawing the eye into that focal point. And we're going to do that. Now, with our ephemera pack, I'm going to bring in the one that is a longer rectangle, and I'm going to pull out the big one. And now we'll make sure we get all our little bits and pieces out. And now we're going to stick this in. So you have a couple of choices. You could just layer this underneath, but if you wanted to make this go further, what you could do is just line it up where you want it to go and then just cut it in half. So now we have 2 different ones that we can make work. And it's nice because they are attached at the corner there. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, and we're gonna stick that in just like so. And then the other thing, this isn't lined up very well, but you guys know how to, you're gonna glue that down. And then the other thing I wanted to bring in is I cut out these little circles, and these are just cut out from the So Saffron cardstock, which matches my background paper. I'm gonna stick that in the center. These are retired punches, the 3/4 inch circle punch. Or no, maybe it's a 1/2 inch circle punch. Anyway, but here is my other sad face retiring item, and that is my Wink of Stella. So you guys, again, are familiar with how much I love to add just a little bit of shimmer to my projects, and we're going to add that to the center like so. Okay, we're gonna bring in some more of the ephemera pack, but let me just skip ahead to the finished project. So here we have the finish. So you can see I've added the leaves, and I've added the leaves that have the extra little floral bits. Here you can see the shimmer in the center of my daisies. And then the thanks is from that Artistically Inked. So we just went ahead and took that stamp and then fussy cut it out and layered it onto the project. It's pretty, right? Again, very spring-like. Your pal is really craving the spring. Okay, so now we're gonna skip ahead and we're gonna go completely away from that suite that coordinates with the ephemera pack, and we're gonna use it with a totally different suite. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to bring in some Designer Series paper, and this is the Abstract Beauty 4x6 Specialty Designer Series paper. So this is from our mini catalog. I love, love, love this paper, and it's basically cut so that you can use it with our standard card fronts. So when you flip it over, and you can see there's specialty because it's got the gold already built into it. So I am going to bring in my paper cutter, and we are going to just turn this on an angle. Did I do it this way? No, I did it like this. Okay, we're gonna turn this on an angle, and we're gonna cut it, and then we're going to layer it down and cut it again. So we're gonna use this piece here. Next, I've already pre-cut the background paper. So this is also from that same collection. And this is Mint Macaron, and it's like a beautiful ombre effect. And here you can see is our little background paper. So I'm going to use my adhesive, and we're going to, oh, that would look pretty too with the Blushing Bride, but no, we're gonna do the gold to coordinate with our ephemera pack. So we're just gonna put this little stripe of paper onto our card front, like so. Now, from that same Designer Series paper collection, I've used my circle dies, and I've cut out a circle. So we're going to layer that onto our card front with the dimensionals. So just stick that on, and you can kind of, I'm kind of like mirroring this little diagonal thing with the stripes. So we're gonna layer that on like that. And then this is where things get like super duper cute. So you've seen me do this before with the bear, but I'm going to bring in from the Count On Me stamp set. This one is also carrying over. I'm bringing in the koalas this time. So I'm going to use my little koalas and I'm going to stamp in Memento ink because I'm going to bring in some blends here in a second. And we're going to stamp our little koala like so. Now this isn't an idea that I created, but I saw somebody put clothing on the bear. And so since then I've been dressing up all of my little animals in the suite. They just scream to be dressed up. So to do that, we're going to bring in a Sharpie. And it's a really simple line to be able to dress these up. So all I'm going to do is give a little shoulder cap sleeve. Just to make sure my Sharpie is working. There we go. I'm going to give a little shoulder cap sleeve to my koala on the one side and then on the other. And then I'm going to give them just a little look of a onesie. And then I just like to fill it in and separate the two so I can color it a little easier. So just like that. Really, Carrie? Somebody told me they were. So I'm just going off of what somebody told me that the Wink Estella was retiring. I hope you are correct. I really do. Okay, I'm bringing in the mint macaron to coordinate with our card base. And I'm going to color the little koala over here in the mint macaron. So this is the dark or light? Dark. Okay, and we're just going to color the little chest here too. Okay. And then I'm bringing in the light polished pink. So this is a retiring blend to coordinate with the paper that's on the front. And we're going to color the little koala over here. Just being mindful of where you've drawn those lines because those aren't specifically ink for our blends, but I haven't had trouble with it bleeding or anything, but I haven't also gone crazy with it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we've got pink and green. And then I'm bringing in the light smoky slate and we're going to color in our little koalas. And I just wanted to show you this because it makes for a really nice look. So I'm going and kind of outlining the face and then I'm bringing in the marker down towards the nose. So when you have an animal that would have a long nose, like a koala or a dog or, you know, whatever animal you're coloring, it just helps to kind of make it look a little bit more three-dimensional. So see how their faces already look more like the nose is pointing out? Again, we'll just kind of quickly, because we're on it, we'll just color his arms and the feet. Okay. And now we're gonna go over top and just quickly swipe over where we've put the face. And then we'll go one more time and just really reinforce that darker part of the face. So we're gonna go over top. I mean, how ridiculously cute is that? Now, from the Naturals collection, the SU1000 is my favorite because it's really great for doing things like coloring the inside of ears, you know, like how the inside of animals' ears are sometimes pink, and also just adding a little bit of cheeks to our little koalas. Now I'm bringing back in my beloved chalk marker and we are going to just decorate their clothes now. So this little one with the green onesie, we're gonna add polka dots to. So I'm going all the way around, adding polka dots. I mean, come on. And then the one in the pink onesie, we're gonna add lines. So I'm just gonna follow the lines along her body. And as we get down towards the bum, we're gonna scooch it around because the leg is now curling up, right? So we want the lines to follow the way the body normally would. Seriously, right? I know. Okay, so you're gonna punch that out and we're gonna layer it with our ephemera. So this time I'm bringing in the small little hexagon looking one, pulling out all the bits and pieces. And this is going to layer here. And then we're going to bring in our little koala bears. The nice thing about Stampin' Up, as you guys know, is everything coordinates. So it's really easy to bring in the coordinating ink and just add a little greeting. And again, the greeting comes from the Artistically Inked. And we can bring in those bits and pieces from the ephemera pack to be able to add just a couple of those amazing little sequins that are just so, so cute. So we're going to add a few of those. And let me show you what our finished project looks like. So here I've just used a circle punch to punch that out. You can see our super cute. This would be great for a twins card or somebody who's expecting, right? It's like a fun little baby card, I think. So let me just show you the projects one more time. I know, PYP, right? So we've got our little koalas. So we're mixing and matching sweets here. We have our gorgeous little daisies. And again, we're bringing in different designer series paper. You have permission to use from all of the collections together. And finally, we have our artistically inked with the gorgeous. So this is the coordinating suite with it. So if you're thinking to yourself, Lindsay, why don't I have these products? Be sure to go to my online store ASAP because the ephemera pack is on sale and it's only while supplies last. And you can go ahead and get that to add to your collection. I'm gonna flip you around one more time so we can chat face to face. She keeps saying cute, your granddaughter's saying cute. I mean, I know, right? They are cute. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I love getting to share projects. You guys need to message me and tell me what you think we should do for the 100th episode. I know, right? Actually, it's probably gonna line up pretty closely to the new annual catalog, which will be fun because I love showing you guys new projects and products. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Carol. Thank you so much. All right, friends, have a happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend and tune in next week for our next episode of Why Did I Buy This? Bye for now.